Alright, so, yeah. So we got the Professor Layton manual. This is right here. Let me a second. Is it going to be cut off? No, it's fine. Just the main one. It's Professor Layton Diabolical Box, also known as Professor Layton the Pandora's Box in like Europe, I think. Because I don't know why they get rid of Pandora's Box. It's got to be a confusing thing in North America or something like that. Because it seems like a lot of companies switch over from like Pandora to like non-Pandora, like Harry Potter and the what do they call it? Harry Potter? Or no, it's Pandora's Box and Philosopher's Stone. I don't know. It's like America doesn't like P or something. I don't know. It's weird. So, Professor Layton the Diabolical Box, second game in the Professor Layton series. Luke over here, nice and happy. So, I think there's a couple differences between this one and the second game. About the game, Professor Layton, Diabolical Box. You must assume the role of Professor Layton, the young assistant Luke. Your objective is to solve puzzles you can encounter on your adventure and unravel the mystery of the Elysian Box. Of course, we got Professor Layton, known archaeologist and uncanny mind for puzzles. He's never seen without his trademark silk top hat. Article clothing that would argue no proper gentleman should be seen without. Luke is Professor Layton's young assistant admirer and self-professed apprentice. Young boy that just Professor keeps around, who's not his child, which is kind of weird, but hey. Professor and Luke make their way through the adventure. You'll encounter several puzzles that test your wits. Oh no, puzzles? I didn't think there were puzzles. And solve some of these puzzles will bring you closer to solving the mystery at hand. The story along by solving each puzzle at a pace that's comfortable for you. And of course, no time limit on puzzles, which is always great. Akira Tago is the mastermind behind all these puzzles, and he passed away a little while back now, so R.I.P. Akira Tago. There's no more official Professor Layton games, I guess, since the main puzzle dude is dead now, but I don't think we're ever going to see another Professor Layton game anyways. Last one we saw was what, like his niece, I think. Of course, we had a lot of brain teasers. There's a couple of games on the DS too, Japan only, obviously, that have similar kind of puzzles, but I checked those out just for the hell of it, and they're like completely unplayable unless you know Japanese, considering it's a lot of word puzzles, right? So a lot of instructions you kind of have to know. Getting started, title screen, start a new game, seeing all that stuff for controls. It's all standard. Cover puzzles, tapping everything. Yeah, just tapping everything. Find hidden hint coins and all that stuff is important. Surroundings, inspect items, talk to people. Oops. Solving puzzles. Solve puzzles to continue the adventure. Oops. Of course. Shoot and move. All the stuff is basically the same as the first game. I think one of the changes they did, one of the things I wasn't used to in the first game, is when you talk to NPCs that don't have puzzles. In the first game, they always had an exclamation mark, which kind of threw me off, because in later Professor Layton games, I don't know, I think this one probably is the standard way. They don't have like a puzzle, they don't give you the exclamation mark, they give you something else, I forget what it is. That was always confusing. It's like, does this guy have a puzzle? No. Things are heading everywhere. You gotta find all the puzzles, and like the original game, this one has downloadable ones. I'll have to download those later. Which of course you can't download nowadays, but there's ways around that. So explanation, times you solve puzzle, you can pick your rats. You get all the pick a rats. Have a hint from Chumley. Yeah, good old Chumley. What's a hint coin? Blimey, I've never heard of a hint coin. Well, you see, it happens across the puzzle. You plain stumped, use a hint coin to buy a hint. Each hint will cost you a coin. Most puzzles have 3 hints for you to buy. We'll never use hints. Said that last time. I was wrong. Some puzzles are extremely obtuse. Get all the hint coins you can. What? Alright, what did they add for the professor's trunk on this one? So you have, of course, the journal, mysteries, that's the same as the previous one. Reset icon, reset title screen, alright. Puzzle index is the same. You can see the location if you've seen it. Descent, nice. Descent is one of those games that, you know, back when it came out, you can kind of get used to the controls. Nowadays, I just can't. Puzzles yourself have a check mark next to them. That's important. Saving and quitting. Yeah, minigames, there we go. That's what kind of minigames we have here. You always have new minigames in every Professor Layton games. Special minigames. You got hamster. Gotta give the hamster a workout. Poor hamster. He's fine the way he is. So toys in place, get the hamster moving, tap exercise. This square can hold one toy. Okay, so you have like X number of steps. You gotta get him to chase his toys, I guess. I'm sure they're gonna be easy at the beginning and convoluted later on. Camera. Oh, we gotta build the camera. Looks like it's just a collection one. Tea set. Certain ingredients collected. Unique tea blends. Okay, so we gotta make tea for certain people. It's another kind of typical thing they have, just different form in each one. Gotta put things together just the right way. Granny Riddleton Shack. I always find some puzzles there, even though like I try to scour as much as I can. It's always like one you miss because you have to like go back and talk to a certain NPC after talking to another one. You miss that. Puzzles where you can return to stay where you are, waiting for you to discover them. Good bonuses, yeah, bonuses. Usually after a certain amount of picker rats, you can. Yeah, you got the weekly puzzles, which I'm gonna have to download. Puzzle Index, Layton's challenges. That's like the brutal ones at the end of the game. Oh yeah, top secret. There was a because you can. I think there's a password you get in the first game that you can import to the second game, and or no, I think it's reverse. I think you get something in this one which you can bring back into the previous game if I remember correctly, which we might have to do. We get one here. We'll have to like open up the first game and do that puzzle. This prize is connected to other Layton games in the series. I'll have to check, see if the top secret. I think it gives us a password you can import into the previous game. So we'll have to do that. Weekly puzzles. Top secret, yeah, here it is. Password here to access long bonus content available in Professor Layton game. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, we use the password from this one and to put it into the first game. So we'll have to do that. So I'll have to grab the other game there. Access the content hidden door. Press the Layton Tears Village. You'll also receive a password to open the secret Elysian Box option. Wow. So you have to kind of like go forward with these. So we'll have to do all these, of course. Ticket to time travel. Where is its password? It's revealed in the sequel to this game, yeah. So next game we'll have a password put in this one, and so on and so forth. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. It's kind of weird they actually thought ahead and made it so like the previous game would have a password for the first game. Now there's actually a puzzle inside the manual here. So you get a little ticket thing, which so you get this strange ticket. There's no destination written upon it. It's actually there if you know how to read it. Can you solve this puzzle and decipher the ticket's destination? Set the challenge and embark on the adventure. It's easy to find if you manipulate the ticket in some way. So this is the ticket here. So this is in the actual manual itself. Now I checked this ticket. I figured out how to solve it because it's in the manual, and it normally would almost require you to rip the ticket out of the damn manual. Because the first thing I thought is there's this hole at the bottom here, which is like. It's like, oh, maybe I can see through this, because if you flip the ticket around on the opposite, so you can kind of see the hole is on the opposite side as well. I thought maybe it's like a see-through letter or something like that. No, you can't see through that at all. So what ended up happening, let's see if I can copy this. Go to like paint. It's the way you have to do it. Let's see. Let's reduce the size a bit. Good enough. Yeah, so what you have to do, you would actually have to fold the so you can see around, is that capture being cursed? Yeah, cursor's being captured. So you can see take a brush here. So you can see there's like, you know, dark green on top and then the bottom of the puzzle. And there's that line in the middle. So what you normally have to do is you have to like fold it in the middle and then fold along these two lines here. So if you do that, if I move this, so what you do, you would fold it, and this would kind of move down. And yeah, so you get like 4 full cents. full cents. I'm assuming that's an E at the SENCE. So you'd have to like fold that and fold that. And you would literally have to pull this out of the friggin' manual, which is kind of bullshit if you ask me. Like who would rip out something out of their manual? That's like the worst thing you could possibly do. So I kind of figured that one out, but. So it's probably something, I think it's something in game where they're going to get you to actually do that. And yeah, that's it for the manual. So. You pretty much have to copy and paste, which is kind of weird. Like you literally have to. You have to do that. You have to do that like in game. Like it's just stupid. Give me a second here. I gotta turn off the lights. These lights are warm. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting, like, physical DLC thing. Alright, so let's get back to the game. Switch back to the DS. And that is... where's my pen? Let's start the game. Edit the old DOSBox configuration. That's always fun. I think I have the screens flipped around, so the bottom screen is actually the big one. So how's the audio? Too loud, too low? Let me know. Some dance. Professor Layton music. Always great. Pretty loud? Okay, let me reduce it a bit. How's that better? I love the Professor Layton music. Alright, so let's start the timers. Let's start the game. Still a little too loud? Alright, let me adjust it a little bit. Put -10. Let's tweak it as we go along. Yeah, this is the title screen after all, so... Enter your name. L-A-N. Yay. You have to retype it this time. It's a work of fiction. Groups, characters portrayed are totally real
There are
and...
tales of a box that brings death upon any who dare open it. Tell me, do you think those rumors could be true?
Cinematics on a DS.
Hey, look! There it is! Now this is what I call deluxe. Just look at this room.
Yes, I can certainly see why some call the Molenterry Express a cruise ship on rails.
This sofa's great.
Now, don't forget, Luke. A gentleman pays attention to his manners. In every setting.
A gentleman. It's probably like 3/4 of like the DS, the cart space. That sounded like the "you died" sound in Dark Souls.
So what's the actual story behind the Elysian Box anyway? All who open it die, huh? Sounds awfully fishy to me.
Perhaps so. But we've seen it happen with our very own eyes. The answer is out there, Luke. But I just need to find it.
We will. I know it.
Aliens. Ancient aliens. Since it's the video game. Probably. Elysian Box. To my dear friend Lan.
There was a box that was rumored to kill anyone who opened it. At first, neither the professor nor I believed it. But all that changed with the arrival of a single letter.
A few days earlier.
Luke, have a look here.
Oh, what's that, Professor?
It's a letter from my dear friend and mentor, Dr. Andrew Schrader.
Andrew Schrader.
Is everything all right?
My dear Herschel, knowing you, I imagine you've already heard of the relic known as the Elysian Box.
Boo, Mr. JRPG, boo.
This strange antique is infamous for killing anyone who opens it.
And of course, you know they're going to use that somewhere in the game, right? They're going to use that exact pun.
Truth be told, I'm a bit dubious of the box's murderous reputation, but you know how I am. Once something piques my interest, I simply must get to the bottom of it.
Hehe, bottom.
That's why I'm pleased as punch to tell you that the elusive item is finally in my possession. What's more, I believe I'm on the cusp of unraveling a great mystery tied to this box.
I know, right? We need more.
For the moment, let's just say I have a theory, though I haven't been able to prove it yet.
Well, all the dead bodies that were holding the box.
Initially, it was my intention to finish my research before daring to open its lid.
But I said screw the research. I didn't open the lid and I died. And this is my will and testament.
But I must confess that my curiosity is simply overpowering. In the unlikely event that anything should happen to me, please finish the work I've started here. Your friend, Andrew Schrader.
According to the postmark, this letter was sent 2 days ago. We should go pay the doctor a visit. I just can't shake the feeling that something awful has happened.
No. Get someone else to open. Just get some bum off the street. I'll give you like $10 if you open this box. What's so special with this box? I don't know. $10.
Well, your intuition's usually spot on. I say we head out right away.
The Elysian Box. Elysian Box is an antique said to bring death upon any who dare open its lid. According to the rumors, the box has already claimed many lives and is feared in many parts of the world. Could this strange item truly exist? No, it couldn't. Look, before we go, would you be so kind as to fetch my car keys? They're in one of the drawers in that desk. Sure thing, Professor. If there's something you wish to inspect, Luke, simply give it a tap. Let's find the keys to the Professor's car. Search by tapping on the desk drawers. Hooray! Tap here and investigate. I'm gonna inspect up here. Look at all these thick books. No wonder the Professor is so smart. No proper study could be without a little greenery. Didn't make it so that like every character has a line of dialogue. I guess that's the later ones where if you tap an object like multiple times, each character in your party has something else to say. Lovely views, perfect antidote working those long hours. What on earth are these funny little things on the shelf? I knew the Professor was such a pack rat. It's a lot of documents. No secret puzzles. Chair. Apparently, uncomfortable chairs make you smarter. And here we are, Professor. Hey, friendly neighborhood you. Yes, we did. Get Layton's keys. You can find them in items you pick in the Professor's trunk. Many thanks, Luke. Now let's get moving. You know how to move about, don't you, Luke? You bet I do. Let's see. First off, I tap the shoe in the lower right corner. Hey, fourth wall breaking there, Luke. I tap on those little arrows that appear to move in that direction. That's exactly right. Anytime you want to move, start by giving the shoe icon a tap. Go on, try it out. Yeah, the ending, I mean, is a pretty dark ending. Don't want to spoil anything, but it's definitely a darker ending, but it's not like a to be continued like Arclad one. So it had at least some finality to it. Nothing else in these drawers. That's the way, my boy. One can't investigate properly without first doing a little legwork, as they say. Couldn't agree more, Professor. Now shall we head off? Look at these appointments and meetings posted here. Under some other decoration would have some cheer here. No doubt which office this belongs to the Professor. Oops. Yeah, I guess Arclad 3 probably has some, like, previously on Arclad. Yeah. Is that an office or a cafe? Floors here, sure, are colorful. Luke, before we set out, it would be wise to confirm the location of the doctor's flat. During one of the visits some time ago, he was kind enough to leave me a map of his home, our first puzzle. The map, as you can see, is a rather unusual piece of cartography. Look here, Luke. Oh my god, it's missing parts. Oh, how clever. The map itself is a puzzle. Professor, do you mind if I take a crack at it? No, Luke, you suck at puzzles. I just know I can solve this one. Puzzle number 1. Dr. Schrader's map. 10 figurettes. Oh man, better not screw this up. In the map of Dr. Schrader's home, several pieces in the center have been cut out. Restore the map by inserting the missing pieces to the correct spots. Touch a piece with your stylus to grab it, and slide your stylus to move the selected piece across the map. Just can't rotate the pieces, alright. At least that makes it easier if you can't rotate. It may sound simple, but don't forget that you can move or remove pieces, including the ones already in the middle of the map. How to move things. Yes, use your stylus. Okay. Nope. 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 That one doesn't go in there. Yeah, looks good. I think. Top one's kind of slightly off center, maybe. So just slightly off, but I mean, definitely not that one. Considering there's only 4 pieces left, has to be that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, you can wait. That middle one isn't even there. Alright, so this one could go here then? Yeah, this feels better here. Alright, makes more sense. That looks perfect. That looks good. This one down here. Yep. It's good to me. Yeah, you'll be hearing this one a lot. Yeah, everything looks good. Submit.
Let's see if this works.
Hooray! We solved the first
That was
puzzle.
too easy.
I didn't realize the middle could be moved. Excellent work. I'll hop to it. You gotta get to Dr. Schrader's apartment. Figurats are points to indicate a puzzle's difficulty. The more figurats a puzzle's worth, the tougher it is. When you submit an incorrect answer for a puzzle, the number of figurats you can earn in that puzzle decreases, so think carefully before answering. Once you've beaten the game and saved, go to the bonus section and load in your game file. From there, you can enter the top secret area, where a number of fun extras are waiting for you. The more figurats you earn, the more extras you unlock. Excellent. Our destination confirmed. We're ready to pay the doctor a visit. Come now. More FMVs. I do believe we found the doctor's building. Oh, which flat is his? That I'm afraid I don't know. But looking on it now, the letter I received did mention something about this place. Another puzzle. You're a madman, Dr. Layton. Professor Layton, whatever. 15 grants. Find Dr. Schrader's window from the details in his letter. In the morning, I often wake to the sound of music drifting from a nearby flat. Looking out, I spy a flag fluttering gently outside my window. Taking a sip out of my tea, my attention turns to the morning sun. Not many flats in London have a view of the sunrise anymore, you know? Well... I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what direction the sun is from this photo. I mean, there's like shadows, kind of shadows like over here, so it's like, this one's kind of like in shadow, so maybe not this one. And considering anything above here, anything below here, oops. anything below here is like in shadow. He wouldn't be seeing the sunrise. So music drifting in from nearby flat. So, I mean, this is nearby flat here, obviously. So it's nearby flat. No, what is nearby? Is like, would this one be nearby this flat? You know what I mean? See, spy a flag fluttering out of a window. Well, I mean, there's a flag fluttering out of this window. There's one, like, up here as well. Is this considered a flag? Like, all these are flags? I mean, he's obviously not in this one, because, I mean, music is coming out of the window, so it could be this one here. So, like, out of the ones that are... So, I mean, this doesn't really look like a flag. This looks like... What these are, see like this? It looks like somebody's shirt and... Yes, this is like shirt and, shirt and socks, so definitely not that one. And the only one that has a flag that's above the shadow would be this one over here. I don't know if that's considered, you know, I'm often wakened to the sound of music drifting in from a nearby flat. I mean, music would travel, like, anywhere, really, so... So this one's the most likely one? Often music drifting in from nearby flat. I mean, it's kind of nearby. It's close enough. Despite a flag fluttering gently outside my window, it's got a flag. It's above the shadow line. Take a single sip of my tea. Well, I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. And turn my attention to the morning sun. It's gotta be this. Yeah. It's gotta be that. Submit. Final answer.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Hooray!
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right, now, you know what it is, head for the doctor's home. Good thing we were there right in the morning, because, unless I'm mistaken, I think we found the right flat. Now follow me, Luke, we're going up. Oh, I nearly forgot. Before we leave, let's review how to use this trunk. Does he have junk in the trunk? In the trunk, just tap the icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Inside, there's all sorts of helpful information filed away under different icons. Touch an icon to use it. Save the progress you made during the investigation, just tap the icon marked Save. This icon is the puzzle index. Tap it to view all the puzzles we've encountered thus far. Some puzzles marked for the check, and those we've yet to finish are blank. Puzzles we've already finished can be replayed by selecting them from this screen. Also, the index shows the locations of unsolved puzzles we tried, so you may visit them. The journal icon to display my personal notes and key story events. So, whenever you need to access the trunk, just give it a tap. Seb, how's it going? It's Laytonology version Volume 2. I beat ArcLad 2. I needed a break from ArcLad games. It was like 91 hours, so it's like, you know what? I'm taking a break. Playing the next game of Laytonology. How goes it? Tending to be frustrated with some weird puzzles. Alright, so we have that... We're supposed to have that, that password that we can import to the last game. So let's see, if we go to the... It's not a rug, it's just totally a rug. I need a break too. Yep. Bonuses. It's nice. Let's download the weekly puzzles. There's my phone. I have to connect this up to my phone because all my Wi-Fi routers are like encoded. Something the 3DS can't even comprehend. switch. Wireless. Big plant. Downloads of puzzles. Connect to it. Test it. It's your birthday! Happy birthday, Sam! You're getting old! Clipless! Happy birthday to all the old men. You turned 37 today, found out you were 37, not 38. You feel not so old. It's like 1 year younger. Why is my wireless light turned? Do I not have to like enable that? You have to enable it outside of the game first. I thought it was the light supposed to turn on when you have Wi-Fi on the 3DS. Could be wrong. Let's see. If I exit the 3DS, and then maybe I have to enable switch first and then go into the DS mode. Old Weebs Unite. There we go. Now the Wi-Fi light is on. Oops, no, it'll probably work. All you young 30-year-olds. Wait till you get to the 40s club. Once you get into the 40s club, everything goes downhill. Download puzzles. Unless the there we go. Downloading. Hooray! Yeah, it's kind of weird you can't turn the switch on like in the game itself. So those we'll save for like the end. Okay, so let's see what this top secret thing is here. The hidden door. So we'll have to pop in the old game. Let's take a photo of that code. Of course, I have to have D's and O's because, you know, they're not close enough. All right, give me a second. I'll grab the other game. We'll see what kind of puzzle we get in the last game for this with this password here. $30, $40 can be bad. $65 can be good. 2 years discount and everything. Yeah, pretty much, right? Alright, let's flop up and careful of the controller of the. Yeah, I mean, it's not. They're not gonna card you as long as you look like you're 65. You know. I got a pretty good head of gray hair, but my face doesn't look 65, so I wouldn't be able to get away with it. It's kind of puzzles we get here. Full head of hair, yeah. Anyway, then I gotta get a haircut tomorrow. They finally reopened the barber shops there to make appointments. Bonuses. That's my last one. This one did all the puzzles. All right, let's see what's in the hidden door. 5D0 E4D8G. This is the part of our production where we finally show you what came to be. Hurrah! Indeed. From here, you can take a peek into the process how we went from page to screen. No, it's not even puzzles. You just get, like, behind the scenes. Only a fraction of the material created for this game, but we just hope you enjoy it. I feel like I've done this. Maybe I did do this. Maybe you got the password somehow. I don't know. Yeah, so all you get is, like, concept art. Look at all the fancy concept art. It's a very small car there. Use your crap once a week. You're going bald and need implants or something. Shave my head and just grow a beard. Kids. Anything else? It's a very chibi Professor Layton there. Layton's figure. Okay, Layton looks really fat there. Sure like to show you more, but sadly that's all we have for you this time. Oh, that's it. That's a pretty disappointing reward. Here's like a few clips of concept art. Well, that totally wasn't worth popping the the game in. Hey, it's only as old as you feel, right? Mentally, I'm still 23. We're all kids at heart. It's tricky getting those cards out of there with that tether connected to it. Rockin' we go. How many Layton games? Total, there is so you have the 4 on the DS. So the main trilogy and Last Spectre, Miracle Mass, Azure Legacy. So Azure Legacy was the last like actual Professor Layton games. And then you have the crossover, Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. And then you have his niece, Catriel, the Millionaire's Conspiracy, which we got a deluxe edition on the Switch. Yeah, the Layton games aren't on the RPG list, so any of the RPG options won't show up on there. Well, I mean, it's basically the adventures of Professor Layton and his assistant Luke as they solve mysteries, which usually involves solving puzzles. It's basically an excuse to solve puzzles. So they usually go through mysteries, which are typically kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They're very almost like magical in nature. And you know, it's kind of like the Scooby-Doo thing. It's like, oh, you know, there's got to be like a logical explanation, but it usually ends up where there's magic involved anyways. And of course, the whole thing is they go with this very cool art style of this kind of like almost French art, French comics kind of look to it. I don't think I've ever heard the end of that song, by the way. That was really weird when the song ended. So it's just it's a very cool look, and of course the puzzle style. Trying to get Luke laid. Well, I mean, considering I think doesn't he get married? Doesn't he have a daughter? In like the later ones, like Catriel. Catriel, I don't think is his daughter. I think it's his niece. I'm pretty sure it's his niece, but I'm pretty sure it's implied that he's got a daughter too. French comics. It's no Tintin. But it's definitely that style. And of course done like in an anime style thing. I remember enjoying these games quite a bit. So puzzles, I mean, there's definitely some head scratchers. There's every kind of puzzle, everything from like logic puzzles, like word puzzles, to math puzzles, to, you know, to like obviously trick questions and... What, his daughter? I'm pretty sure, I don't know, in some of the later ones... And of course that crossover one is going to be kind of weird. Playing your favorite Layton game? It's the one that made you like hate the Layton community? How's it going, Varys? Yeah, so those passwords... There's like a weird, like, creepy undertone to this music, by the way. Alright. Let's go find us some stuff. It's a pretty old building. It looks like it's sturdy enough. I hate when you're trying to find hint coins and like everything you touch on has like a has a commentary. It's like, how am I supposed to find hint coins? Don't shut up. I don't think we can find hint coins yet until we meet what's his name there? Old dude. Hello, mister. Never seen you around here before. Want to hear something useful? Check it out. See the mailbox right over there? Try tapping on it, will ya? No, maybe not. Because this guy tells us with hint points. Wasn't he usually like, what's his name? Shredder or whatever? Shredder, the old, kind of like Russian dude. Going on going about the mystery of Layton's hat 100. Seen early in this series where the hat is not on his head. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he definitely... There's definitely some scenes where he doesn't have the hat on, but that doesn't explain what's under the hat. You can have something hidden in the hat. It means you've got a hat in the hat. Brilliant. That's a hint coin you found there. Ever work a puzzle and get stuck? No. It's like... Sounds like that. I bet you'd fancy a hint, yeah? Well, when that happens, you can trade those shiny hint coins for hints. It's kind of all over the place. It just means you should be on the lookout for them. There's usually like 3 per screen, right? Not anything suspicious, okay? Well, good. Well, that's all I had to say. Take it easy, mister. Another hint coin. Well, the flowers are blooming. I wonder who takes care of them. What? Let's get at least one more hint coin. Shut up, Luke. I'm trying to find hint coins. Luke, shut up. Nope. No, it's not often you have 2 hint coins like close to each other like these two. These kind of look like Pikachu's. Where are they going? Oops. You can look at the view after we make sure the doctor is okay. right now to examine cleaning supplies. Must find hint coins. Those are nice, but we got to get into that flat. 1. It's always 3. Except when there's not, and it throws you off. Yeah, I love the mini games in these games. They're always fun. I don't think we have any yet. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 down at the bottom there. Come on. Don't want to click on the flat. I need to find the hint coins first. Nope. I'm not trying to look at the window. I'm trying to find coins. Where's the coins? There's gotta be one in that bucket. No. Maybe we can actually come back here after we find that and talk. Because it feels like we should have found at least another one by now. Unless it's at the doors, but just want to make sure we can't go anywhere else first. No. Yeah, it's the one with the tea leaves. So there's the tea leaves, the hamster, and the camera. It's the 3 mini games in this one. Damn it! Guess we got a puzzle. It's Dr. Schrader's flat, I'm sure of it. Andrew, are you home? It's Herschel Layton. Sir, are you there? Doctor. I don't hear anyone there, Professor. What if he's... There's no time for speculation now, Luke. Must get this door open immediately. Seems to be locked from the inside. Without a key, there's no way to get in. Ah, of course. In my haste, I forgot about the keys the doctor included in his letter. The hell, Layton. You guys got to put them together and make a super key. Hey, Professor, let me try them on the door. Herschel's Layton Diabolical Box. Spicy chocolate, puzzling aftertaste. Huh? Strange. Doesn't seem like any of these keys work on the lock. Luke, don't you see? Dr. Schrader has set before us yet another puzzle to solve. Yeah, it might be dead or anything, but here's a puzzle first. Which key opens the door? As you might expect, the keys won't open the door. Its shape won't let you pass through the keyhole. Use your stylus to fit the keys in the lock. Examine each key carefully and use your stylus to move the keys and find one that fits in the lock. How do we rotate? That was easy.
Let's see if this works.
It's like, which of these keys look like they'd be double-sided?
Cake.
Cake. That's right. Did take a while to figure out that the portion of the key resembling the grip was actually part that fit in the keyhole. About 5 seconds. Answers that can often be found in the most unlikely of places. The right key.
Professor!
He's dead!
No, untrue. How could this have happened?
Don't take his pulse or anything, just, assume he's dead.
This is terrible, Professor. Do you suppose the Elysian Box did this to Dr. Schrader when he tried to open it?
I honestly don't know, Luke. But that can wait. Right now, we need to notify the police.
No.
Of course, Professor.
But first, the puzzle.
What do we have here?
It's because you want to see. You heard Layton knocking on the door. It's like, screw this, I'm opening the box. Miss Layton is an automaton. It would explain a lot of things. It's the ticket from the manual that we already solved.
A train ticket? For the Molentary Express?
Molentary.
Now, this is strange. Look, there's no destination written on this ticket.
For full sense. I think FOLSENC or SSE. NSE.
Have you ever seen a train ticket that didn't say where it was taking you?
Yes, very strange indeed.
No, automatons would be excited about puzzles. Robots are all about puzzles. The train ticket. A single ticket with no visible destination is written Dr. Schrader's home. It appears to be for the Military Express, but where exactly is it supposed to take its owner? Chelmley.
Excuse me.
Hey!
How rude.
Huh? Hey, it's you!
Well, Inspector Chelmey's the name. You two found the body, did you?
What in the ragged?
No, Luke. Let him go.
Get off me!
Luke, stop that. That's his face. Listen here, Luke.
From the first game.
Oh my gosh! His face doesn't come off. He's the real deal.
For anybody who doesn't know what that was about, in the first game there was like some dude pretending to be Chelmley and was wearing a mask. This guy looked like a famous German dictator. Not quite the same mustache.
What in the blazes?
Thank God. Luke was arrested. Sephiroth! Buttermilk Mike! Thank you so much for the 20 months of awesomeness. How's it going this afternoon? This evening? Afternoon. Thanks so much for the continued support.
That's my face, not some piece of taffy.
Taffy. Because you're talking about taffy cake.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. I was sure we had another imposter on our hands.
Making me emo, you'll get banned. Wouldn't be surprised.
What in the world is this child talking about? I swear, young ones these days have no manners.
Yeah, done with the second arc. Not the whole collection. I still have Arc Lad 3 to go to, but after playing like a 91-hour Arc Lad 2, I figured it's time for a break. I need a break, so we're playing one of the Professor Layton games there. Because god dang, that was 91 hours. It's a good game, but 91 hours, and then, I don't know, third one's probably not going to be as long, but it's still going to be a pretty long one, I'm sure.
My apologies for the confusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Professor Layton.
So, Laytonology is like a little side project I had there. So I played the first one a little while back. It was like channel points, and now we're trying the second one. Yay!
I'm a professor of archaeology at Gressenheller University.
Gressenheller.
And I'm his apprentice, Luke.
Interesting.
Is it now?
So if I understand correctly, you keep a child around as an apprentice, do you?
I know, that's like so I think everybody's wondering that. Professor's just walking around the entire world with a young boy. It's his apprentice. Because, you know, that's usually... It's like, there's no problem. Here, you can take our son. Just go wherever you want with him.
Not at all, sir. In truth, he's...
Professor Layton's apprentice, like I said.
Well, it's really none of my concern. I have a crime scene that needs my attention. Clear a path, will you?
But of course. Luke, not a word about that ticket to the authorities, all right?
You got it, Professor.
What ticket, Professor? The ticket we're holding in our hands, Professor?
Yes. Let's see. What do we have here? Murder?
Murder.
Or was the crime self-inflicted?
Single grader. Hey, you don't waste good pizza.
Inspector, I should tell you that the door was locked before Luke and I came in.
I see.
So this door, the sole entry point in and out of this 8th floor flat, was shut tight. Then the doctor was holed up in here, completely apart from the outside world, yes?
Is this a family-friendly Rick and Morty setup? That is true.
That being the case, yes, I'm sure of it. The old gent must have suffered a heart attack.
Heart attack?
What? How did you come to that conclusion, sir?
Use your noodle, laddie. What other explanation could there be?
Yeah, Luke. Jeez.
It's true that the flat is on the 8th floor and that the door was locked, Inspector.
He wasn't killed by a heart attack. He was killed by opening a box.
Still, I'd hesitate to say that this room was completely closed off from the outside. Is that so? Please elaborate.
The window.
Isn't it obvious? There's something quite unusual about our crime scene that's been overlooked.
I don't know if that you would consider that unusual.
Eh?
Somebody's opened the window. Oh my god. That is super unusual. Windows are normally closed. So private PS5.
It's as plain as the nose on your face, Inspector. I suppose you academics think your fancy degrees prepare you to play detective, eh?
You talk about detectives, you gotta be the worst detective ever. Can't see an open window.
I tell you, nowadays, it seems like everybody and their mum thinks they can do my job. Now, as I was saying, the cause of death was heart failure, plain and simple. And there's what caused it.
Oh my god, it's the dinosaur that did it.
This? It's a scaled-down model of a Kronosaurus, if I'm not mistaken.
Kronosaurus.
I reckon that ugly mug will give anyone nightmares. Here's what probably happened. The old fellow turned on a light, took one look at the beast, and then keeled right over.
But this is the doctor's own home. Why would the bones he put up himself scare him?
Yeah, Chelmy is...
People have a way of becoming forgetful with age. Not that you'd understand, boy.
Or what's that detective from, like Dick Gumshoe out of the, Phoenix Wright games.
Well, you're right about that. I don't think I understand it at all.
The fake detective is better than the real detective. That is true.
Mr. Layton, was it? No? Ah, yes, Layton. Mr. Layton, what do you think? The scenario you paint certainly isn't out of the realm of possibility. But, considering the lights were off when we entered the room, I don't think we've found our answer yet.
Gumshoe at least is right. Right at least once, yeah, that's true.
Really? Furthermore, look around you, Inspector. Doesn't anything strike you as odd?
What do you mean, Professor?
Study your surroundings, Luke. I'm sure you can see it too.
Depending they didn't do it, yeah. It goes for whatever's easiest. Yeah, screw hard work. Now, what could the answer be? Windows openings into thin air, 8 stories up, and doors security bolted. One might think the room is inaccessible from the outside. However, a single unusual detail reveals the truth of what went on here. Just look around the room by tapping the arrows to find the detail. Once you got it, circle the area with your stylus and choose Submit to give your answer. Be sure to circle only one object. What could it be? It's obviously the mummy. It's this. There's your problem right here. There you go, right there. I mean, it's just open window. I mean, Dragon was using the window and the snarling grin, that was the culprit. Exactly. There's the missing drape. I mean, that window's open, but I mean, this drape is missing, so... So they use the drape as a rope to go down this window? I don't know. These chemicals make them invisible. Fine.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Strikes again. Nice sight. For some reason, part of the curtain shown here has been clearly ripped off. You know, because it couldn't have been ripped off before, so obviously this is the reason. this curtain being ripped off is clearly how the culprit got away. I've played Rhythm Thief, yeah. Played that back in the day. I don't think I own a copy, though.
This window is missing a curtain.
So it is. But what exactly does this have to do with my crime scene?
Exactly. What the hell does it have to do? What's convenient?
It means someone exited the building through this window, and I'll bet he's our culprit.
I mean, it's clearly tied together. Where was the other broken curtain? There's only one ripped up curtain. Where'd the other one come from? He ripped it in two? I'm pretty sure a curtain wouldn't be able to handle the weight of anything. Oh god, yeah. I mean, I'm still missing the last couple games of the Layton series, because those are like Azran Legacy, and of course the crossover game are not cheap, especially with the prices of DS and 3DS games having gone through the roof in the last year. So yeah, so get a hold of those at some point.
I'd say that's a sound theory. Well done, my boy.
Your room's in your puzzle index.
Yes, sound as a pound. I was just about to propose the same idea myself.
Got ripped to shreds and made multiple mini parachutes. Exactly, that would have been a better idea. Good old Layton logic, right?
Liar!
Shh, Luke, listen. I don't believe our friend the inspector will be of much help to us.
Yeah, Luke, shut up.
What say you and I conduct a little investigation of our own?
Professor, look! There's something in Dr. Schrader's hand.
How did they get that under, like...
Old photograph, but it's been torn into so many pieces, I can't make out the original image.
Like, the dude's right there. How do you not spot them taking this this photo out of the guy's dead hands? $122? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's crazy. Everything's gone like crazy prices recently, so it's not a surprise at all. Torn fragments of a photograph that are found in the late doctor's hands. In its current state, it's impossible to make out the contents of the photo. What could it be depicting?
Hey, what's the big idea? You can't just point evidence in a crime scene. Get your hands off that...
Sort of hope too. Well, everything went up. Especially portable game prices. I mean, everything went up in the last year. But portable game stuff is like... Some of them have like quadrupled, if not more, than last year. I don't know why. It's like everybody just jumped on until like... Everybody decided to pick up like DS, 3DS, Game Boy Advance games, all that kind of stuff. Like anything portable. It's just gone through the roof.
What is this anyway?
Oh yeah, I mean, that explains the whole retro video game pricing in general, but it's like I said, portable games seem to spike up even more than like other consoles. Yeah, if we're all hoarding. I mean, I figure, like, at this point, video game prices have kind of leveled off. There's a couple things that are still going up a little bit, but for the most part, they've kind of leveled off in the last couple months. But I don't know if they're going to go down. I mean, they'll probably go down a little bit, but I doubt they're ever going to go down to what it was before pandemic thing.
Not that it matters. I'll be holding on to that. Now, out with the both of you.
It's always... Games go up very quickly, because, I mean, if somebody puts something out at, like, you know, triple the original price, and somebody buys it, and of course everybody's like, oh, well, this is what it's selling for now, and everybody starts pricing at that, and then if you're looking to get a copy, I mean, you're kind of forced to pay the inflated price, right? But of course, it's going down. No one's going to suddenly, like, put a game out for, like, half the price as the, you know, as the current going price, so... They're going to put it at the current going price, nobody's going to buy it, and then they're going to reduce the price, and then eventually somebody's going to buy it at the reduced price, and then you have to do that over the course of many months before it gets down to a reasonable price, so it's going to be a while. On a torn photo, but the inspector told me intoxicated it. What?
But we're not done!
The Schrader indicated he was in possession of the Elysian Box, yet there was nothing resembling such an artifact in his home. Do you think the person who did this to them was after the box? No, probably quite a bit. It's an interesting theory, but for the moment, that's all it is. Or it is my belief we hold a clue to understanding today's events, namely that ticket. A military express ticket, right, Professor? Correct, Luke. I believe that a trip aboard the Military Express is in order. Barman games are still cheap. Nobody's buying them. It depends on how many games are out there too. Like stuff like Pokemon is about the only thing that raises in price, and there's like 1 billion of them for sale out there. Talk about Pokemon, I just picked up a copy of Soul Silver with the Poke Walker. That wasn't a cheap one. So I have that in my collection now. Somebody managed to steal the Elysian Box from Dr. Schrader's home without leaving behind a single implicating clue. Who could have made off with the box? It's both a lot of Bomberman and very few Bomberman games, yeah. You suspect we'll find the key to unlock the mystery on the train? Dr. Schrader does best to point out us towards the Military Express. Shows something happened to him. How did we get on the train, by the way? Wasn't the ticket we picked up, like, pre-punched? Don't they punch the tickets as they go onto the train? Although I guess, yeah, it was just a clue that... we have to go on the mountain. It's not like we're going to use the ticket ourselves. Sure as fog in London morning. I know this train will lead us to the answer we seek.
Professor Layton and Luke sped away from the city, unaware of the secrets that awaited them down those iron tracks.
Got a random narrator all of a sudden. Bomberman Quest. Well, Game Boy Color. I guess not a surprise. Gosh, just look at this place, Professor. So posh, I feel like I should be wearing a monocle. Haha, quite so, Luke. Every decoration and detail in this room is more decadent than last. I wish for the rest of the train is just as grand. I would just like to go exploring for a bit. Bomberman 64, the second attack. The attacking. First try. It was nice to have a light around. Puzzle. Look at that, Luke. Your bag is wide open. Your belongings are scattered everywhere. Oops, I guess they are. We should put that things away before we walk around the train. Luke's trunk. Luke's belongings are all over the place. Need to be packed away in his trunk. Use your stylus to move individual objects in the trunk. Make sure none of them overlap. I think everything is in place neatly in the trunk. Tap submit. Why can't they overlap? Who packs a trunk with just like one layer, just perfectly, like everything aligned? It's missing at least one game. Which one? Is it like a North American game? Because they don't have a lot of like non-North American games. Yeah, look, it's Tetris. Not quite. Can we rotate it all? Doesn't seem like we can rotate. Big stuff in there first. Fits. Seems like you're getting in the way. This down here. It's gonna be fun. Restart. Easier. So it's probably a corner piece. I'm sure I can't rotate, right? Doesn't seem like it. Cool. This one's down here at the bottom. This means this would have to be below it, which kind of limits what we could put in. Put like this here. I don't have anything that's long enough to... Actually, let's go for like this here. Almost. If only I could rotate. Let's see. Let's put this one in the corner here. It's a space between these two. Can't do that. Sort of the most awkward one. This is like the most awkward one here. So I put it above here. The only one that fits either above or below. So if it's anywhere, if it's either above or below, the ruler would have to go behind. There's nothing else that would fit. Take up those weights. If I put it right in the middle, then well, if I put it either here or here, then again the ruler would have to go around it. So no matter what, the ruler is going to be touching this thing. So let's put it up here. Let's see. Quite. Nope, can't have that because then there's nothing else that can fit here, at least perfectly. So if we have this, we can't put this here because then that leads us to not the right answer. Put the shirt here. I got enough. Got this could fit here, but then same problem of like nothing can fit in that little spot there. Put this here. Then we don't have anything that's long enough to go up here. Put it like that. Put this like this. This like this. Not have anything that goes into that little spot in the corner. I don't think that frying pan will go up here, so let's try in the bottom corner. Put the shirt like this. Put this over here. Just like this, shirt here. It's like this, and there we go. That's it. Submit!
Let's see if this works. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
As if you couldn't have rotated things. It would have been a lot easier if we could rotate things. Good work. We should be able to close the bag easily now. Phew. It was a tight squeeze, but everything's finally packed away. A bit of planning will prevent this type of scrambling in the future. You're right, and I do feel better with everything put away. Come on, Professor, let's look around some more. Luke's trunk is not on your puzzle index. Great. We have Luke's trunk in our trunk. Visiting a Dunker, cruise ship on rails. Do we have all the puzzles yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Well, you can, but I don't think. I think you have to spend your picker rats for it, so you can go back and solve it. But then I'm pretty sure if you use hints here, it still uses your picker rats. I mean, I guess you could reload. So you can like do that and like clean one piece of the map. In the middle of the map is from the start. You have 6 pieces to move around. Only 5 places to place them in. Take a look how close each individual piece of the map is, as well as setting the piece of the map. Move forward, you notice with the piece positioned in the center of the map at the start of the puzzle isn't using the solution. What? Yeah, and then you can just like reload. Wait, are they? I didn't even notice. Did I use any? Were the hint coins used? Or? Those are the pick rats would be your hint coins. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't get. So yeah, once you solve it, I guess it's free. Yeah, because yeah, usually would say like unlocking new hints. You know, cost 1 hint coin. Yeah, you're right. Really, the window the music is coming from. The doctor makes a special mention of there being able to see sunrise. It's likely as if apartment is one of the higher ones in the picture. The doctor talks about seeing his flag outside his window move in the breeze from the seat inside. There appears to be only one flat in the bunch where you can accomplish this feat. Yeah, but again, it's like this one here, it's like, oh, you can see the sunrise. Well, is it implied what the sun is... well, I guess, yeah, technically sunrise off the horizon, but you can technically see the sunrise, you know. The sunrise is a little higher up. A little higher up, you can still see the sun rising above the above the buildings. If you're in this flat here, for example, it's kind of one of those like subjective ones, but we got it right. Obviously, we're going number 2. Hey, madam, it's such a luxury. Nothing on this. That's why I think there should be something on that one. Nope, another puzzle. Oh, you, Professor, the sugar is covered with ants. Oh dear, how to remember to get sugar from my teal sort. Why is there ants on the train? So I didn't have like a bunch of ants on the train, you know, that's a logical thing. They're just... They got their nest like just in the floorboards. Curious though, isn't it? How did they get here? This puzzle will shed some light on things. Things mostly handmade, that is true. Busy ants worked tirelessly carrying food back to their nest. One day such an ant was returning with food when he bumped into an acquaintance in front of the nest. "Oh there, doofus. Don't you know you took the longest possible path back to the nest? Think about where you're going, man." Knowing that the ant never traveled the same area twice, can you trace the path he walked to get to the nest? It's the longest path. Alright. Go that way. Maybe? Let's see. Alright, let's see here. So if we go this way, try to use the longest ones. It's probably easier counting the negative spaces, right? So go this way, like this. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 negative spaces. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, something. So there's gotta be one that's probably shorter than 12, right? Or less than 12, so... No, because we go this way... If we hit this spot, we have to go like to the exit, so we'd be like missing this whole spot here. So it's probably best to go like this, and then... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably the longest path, maybe? Or easier doing it this way here, and then... Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 negative space there. Of course, I could just do this first. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we'll be getting any shorter than that, or any longer than that. Oh, 7. Either way. Can't see any way of improving this. Yeah, it's gotta be the longest one right here.
Here goes.
There are the motherfucking ants on the motherfucking train.
That was almost too easy.
Almost too easy. That's right. Perhaps all this heavy lifting kept the little ant from thinking about the path home. If only he'd thought about where he was going, he could have saved himself a lot of walking. You got it, my boy. Well, I'm no fan of ants and their sugar. You have to admire their craftiness and work ethic. Again, how did this explain where the ants came from? Maybe they're working so hard because even the sugar in the Military Express is extra fancy. Haha, perhaps. I must admit, it's a compelling motive. Puzzle 17. And it went from like 5 to 17. Awfully surprised the train as Lux would have an insect problem. Alright, it's 3 picker ants. Or 3 hint coins. That's usually all there is. I don't think there's any other puzzles. Next. Remember, Luke, we're here to find the Elysian Box, so don't get sidetracked. But, Professor, there's puzzles abound. You don't have to tell me twice. I might not be start a search by investigating in the train. Professor and Luke decide to explore the Military Express. Thanks, narrator. And coin. Whoever did the lighting here has excellent taste. I mean, it's literally just a light on the... Look at that excellent taste of just a random globe light. Everything here just seems so fancy. I'm gonna go there. I'm looking for hint coins.
I suppose these accommodations will do. I do hope my darling boy will be pleased.
Is some electrotizer new? Yeah, probably.
That reminds me, I believe it's dinner time for my sweet baby. I'm off to visit the dining car.
That voice. Gosh, that lady was just the type I expect to see on the Military Express. They were rich and fancy. Quite. The train is full of many well-heeled patrons like the woman we just met. You must watch her deeds and words here. Formal setting demands formal manners, wouldn't you say? Absolutely, Professor. Where's that last hint coin? Come on. Hint coin. Hint coin. Hint coin. Damn it. $19.21. Maybe it's behind her. Here the rooms in the front of the train are super fancy. The doorknobs are made of gold. No one's actually allowed except for really rich people. So, misters, are you really rich? Because if you are, you can go see the super duper fancy rooms. Super duper fancy rooms, eh? It's none that none but the extremely wealthy can enter. If our young friend is correctly informed, there must be a set of deluxe rooms in the next car. Wow, I'd sure like to see those. I bet they're utterly fantastic. Oh, she's got a puzzle. I'm going to my grandma's. Where are you two going? We're actually looking out for something, dear. Sadly, we don't know where it is. Until we find a clue to point us in the right direction, we'll simply have to continue looking. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Here, I'll tell you a puzzle to take your mind off of that stuff. 24, what the hell? They're just going all over the place with these puzzle numbers. Went from like 5 to 17 to 24. Strip of paper. After trying to fold the strip of paper in half, you notice that one side of the folded strip is much longer than the other side. Determined to get it right, you fold the strip again, only to discover that now the other end of the folded strip is much longer than the other. Now that you made 2 folds along the strip, you figure what the distance between 2 folds has been expressed in a tenth of an inch. Wait, what? After trying to fold the strip paper in half, you notice that one side of the folded strip is much longer than the other. Trying to get it right, you fold the strip again, only to discover now the other end of the folded strip is an inch longer. Oh, it's an inch, okay. It's 1 inch longer each time. The folded strip is much, okay. It's first and tenth of an inch. Okay, so... So what was this in, like, metric? In tenths of an inch? Who uses tenths of an inch? I mean, it's clearly, like, they planned this to be metric, but they're like, well, it's gonna be metric, but we're gonna have to put it in inches, because, you know, Americans don't understand metric. Well, we use tenths of an inch, right? Alright, so we have, so this fold here, so this one was like an inch over, so that point, so this here would have been here, so it's like 1 inch here, so this is like 1 inch, and this is 1 inch. So wouldn't it be an inch, really? An inch is 5/10 of an inch, yes. Just trying to see here. So if because in this one here in the second half, so let's say this is an inch past, so this is already like this fold here would be like an inch. It's really like you're flipping the paper around. Would it be an inch? So you fold it here. And the paper is over here. You put this side. For some reason my brain is telling me it'd be an inch in total, but I'm going with inch. For some reason, I don't know. Too tired to math it out. Oops.
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
It's like I knew the answer was an inch, I just couldn't. This thing folds 1 inch, or 10/10 of an inch. If you're having trouble visualizing this, picture the magnet box above has the height of 1 inch. Imagine the areas where the sides of the box are connected. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense, game. That's probably why I was thinking an inch. It's like, because like my mind was kind of visualizing like that, but. Got it. Wow, those hats you're wearing must be thinking caps or something. How do you find whatever it is you're looking for, misters? How do we go from like 17, 24, 5? It means there's at least 24 puzzles on this train we have access to right now. I'm tired of being on a train. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Okay, where's this last hint coin? Oh, don't go there. There's always like 3 per screen. sometimes finding the last one is just like, it's like frustrating finding the last coin. You don't want to like accidentally like hit, you know, an exit or something. Hey, Matt? No, it was pretty good. I'm glad it's over. It was a long game, but still a very good game. Fine, we're not gonna get that hint coin. There's one here, there's one over here. And usually it's not super close to the other ones, so that's what I'm thinking down here, but it might be near the shoe. We can go this way? Why the Lux rooms make our room look like a freight car? Oh, right there, man. Maybe it's behind her, but there's a different point we come back and she's moved. Sammy Thunder says the entrance to the car is for VIPs only, capiche? Now look, I know you'd like to sneak a peek, but the whole rooms and the whole car is booked. That's a no-go. I bet the kind of person who can rent out the whole car must be some kind of super tycoon. So Elon Musk is up there. Indeed. I wonder what it must be to have so much room to yourself on a train of this caliber. Well, for now I suppose I'll just have to keep wondering, eh, Professor? Mixed things about 3, yeah. I mean, 3 is definitely one of those, like, hey, we need to make a sequel to this, but, you know, the game was intended to be a 2-part game anyways. How does she even fit through those doors, though, to get to the the other train? Alright, so we can go to that one. Let's go to that one. Come on, hit coins. Where you at? Damn it. One puzzle. The other craftsmanship in this picture, Luke, I'm almost certain was hand-blown. I knew that something as ordinary as a picture could be so fancy. It could be more relaxing than sitting in your suite on a cold beverage and watching the sunset. And speaking of beverages, or in this case, deadly beverages, have I got a puzzle for you? Come at it, Professor. 23. Pictures in poison. 2 men, known here as 1 and 2, are playing a strange game. First, both men put their empty pitchers on the table. Next, the judge brings a pitcher filled with the purple poison and places it either a spot A or B. The judge then starts shifting the poison from one pitcher to any adjacent pitcher over and over. After removing the liquid 55 times, the owner of the poison-filled pitcher must drink its contents. If a judge instinctively wanted one to win, which would you place the poison-filled pitcher down in spot A or B? Alright, so we move it 55 times. So we're just like shifting the poison from one pitcher to any adjacent pitcher over and over. So is there 4 pitchers then? Or is it just 2 pitchers? I'm assuming there's 4. Wait, it's... One, 2 pitchers in table. Next, judge brings pitcher filled with poison, places it in either spot A or B. Then starts shifting poison from one pitcher. Okay, well, there'd be 3 in total, right? So... Never heard of this game. It's a great game. So it's probably like evens or odds. So let's say we put it in spot A. So step 1 would go into 1. And then and removing liquid 55 times. So evens would go into either 2 or A, and then odds would go back to 1. So no matter which one it's in, it would always go back to 1. So it'd be like, so 1. Okay, the first move would be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So anytime it's odd, it would end up in 1. And of course, if it starts in position B, then anytime it's odd, it would end up in 2. So for number 55, so they want 1 to win, right? So you have to put it in B. So if it's spot B, then any odd time would end up in picture 2. So B.
Here goes.
And any even time could be in like the safe picture, or could be in the the other guy's picture. Yeah, Laytonology. It's a little side project. It's actually the second one I've done. The other one was a little while back, but I needed a break from ArcLad after beating ArcLad 2. So it's basically a little side project where I play like every game of the Layton franchise, Professor Layton franchise. There's not that many games. There's like 8 games or so. Got 4 games on the DS, 2 games on the 3DS. You've got Professor Layton, Phoenix Wright crossover, and then Catriel or whatever, like his niece, which is on the 3DS as well as the Switch. So it's like 8 games in total of the Layton franchise. I don't know if we're ever going to get more, but there's also one on mobile. I don't know if I count that one, but there's one on mobile as well. It's a little side project. We'll play games every once in a while. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason at this point when I play them. I guess if I need a little break after playing some really long games, I might throw one in there. So I figured ArcLad was a good time as any to throw one in there. Nicely done. Liquid changes pictures 55 times, which is not number of pores, regardless of where you set down your picture. Whichever picture sits in the middle of the 3 will always contain the poison after a number of pores. Therefore, in order for one to win, the poison-filled picture must go into spot B. Who's doing that puts 2's picture in the middle, thus guaranteeing the poison ends up in the picture. Oh yeah, it was officially the 3rd longest game of RPG West, just that one game, not counting the first part. So it's like 91 hours and something. I don't think 3 is going to be as long, but I definitely need something in between the 2 games. Otherwise, I'm going to get ArcLadded out. Excellent work. Now let's press on. We mustn't stand around all day. All beverages are wonderful, but as a British gentleman, I must say nothing delights me like a tea. Tea. We still need one more hint coin in here. Nice. It's got like a lot of parts for that. Come on, need one more hint coin. Finding the last hint coin is always a pain in the ass. You know there's always 3, so it's like, where's the last one? Come on. It wouldn't be just like a random spot on the carpet. Usually it'd be like a corner or something. Maybe. It's gotta be 3. It's gotta be. Oh, there we go. Number 3 found. I think we only found one on this screen so far. It's worse when you you hit things and you just... Oh, there's one. So I think that's 2. How much is a hint coin corner? Usually at some point you always get somebody who sniffs out the coins. Usually a little later. Or it's usually one of the things you build in the maybe the camera. I bet you the camera. That's probably what it does, but that's not gonna be till later. Persona 2? I don't know about Hidden Gem. I mean, Persona series definitely got a lot of, especially now with Persona 5. Persona 5 definitely got a lot of people probably interested in the series. But for the most part, they kind of ignore the existence of anything before 3. It's like any sort of like Persona side game has pretty much just been 3, 4, and 5. Where's the last one? Fine. Maybe there's only 2 in those ones. It's a lot of dudes. Nope. Professor, why don't we get something to eat? My stomach is grumbling. Lighting in here makes this food look simply delicious. Aspiring for great food is superb scenery. Nope. Wow, just look at all the stuff there is to eat. Yes, it seems the Military Express is a first-class operation right down to the kitchen. Oh my, passengers in the kitchen. I'm sorry, we just can't have that. Wearing those dirty clothes of yours could earn me a health code violation, you know? Is health code violations even a thing in, in this timeline? I'll have you know that there's nothing at all dirty about our clothes, sir. Say what you like, short stack, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm running a kitchen here. You stop to think about what could happen if icky outside germs made it here because of you. Was germs? Did people even? Were people even aware about germs in this point in time? Yeah, probably. It is like it is the 20s. I see your point. Terribly sorry for the intrusion, and worry we might have caused you, good sir. No, all right. I'm sorry too, sir. Wait, what's that? Were they aware of germs in the 1800s, or just like there's like a miasma or something like that, right? They were something like, let's say, things that are rotting and that are bad, but were they aware there was like microscopic organisms that were like causing the decay? I don't know. Like they didn't know what they were making. they just knew that, hey, this stuff does good things. Until there was like microscopes strong enough to actually see those micro. I mean, I'm sure there was probably some microscopes that were good, right? Hey, what's that? It's the hamster. Professor, here. Looks like our friend the cook has been keeping a pet in the kitchen. And to think he was lecturing us about germs. Oh boy, I guess I guess out of the bag now. Or the hamster, I should say. Believe me, I know it's not okay to keep a pet in the kitchen. But, well, he's my only friend, see? Furry or not, he's the only rodent I've got to talk to here. Oh my, certainly is generously proportioned, isn't he? Said he's a hamster, yes? That's right, a hamster, the noblest member of the animal kingdom. See, when I first started working here, I needed someone to keep me company, so I brought him. Thing is, I feed him all the table scraps we take back, which makes for a diet that's a bit, rich. Animalcules. You really put on the pounds, and he doesn't get in shape. It could be really bad for his health. Poor little guy. That's why I want to ask something of you, boy. Would you mind holding on to my friend for a little while? When he's here with me, I can't help but feed him. Put those scraps of pastry and pass that up. So you're saying you want us to hold onto him and help him shape up? Sounds like a great idea to me. Can you please keep him for a little while? Only the original one on the first one on the TurboGrafx CD. So that's way back in the day. And the next one's gonna be on the PSP. So that's a big gap of legendary heroes in North America. Yeah, like number 80. I mean, it's like so many that never left Japan, so... I do believe that helping those in need, rodent or not, is the duty of every true gentleman. I'd be happy to take custody of the hamster for the time being. Oh, thank you so much. Hearing that is a real load off my shoulders. Answer minigame's been added to the trunk. Hooray! Tap the hamster. And one more thing. Since we won't be seeing each other for a while, please give him this apple, will you? He loves them so. Super Robot Wars. I mean, Super Robot Wars. They've been released in Asia territories, but in English. I already own like 4 of them, so they're on my list. They have official English localizations on the disc, so they're part of the list. So I'm sure, yeah. Which one's being officially released? Oh, 30? Yeah, the newest one. I mean, it's gotta be a licensing nightmare for the Super Robot War games, especially like, I don't know about 30, but I know most of the other ones always have like a whole bunch of different franchises all thrown in there, which has a lot of different different license holders in North America, and that's why it's always been a licensing nightmare. So they just like, screw it, we're just gonna add English on there. We know people import these things. There you go. Of course, I think the first one, the Moon Dwellers, or whatever, supposedly the localization is pretty jank. It's like machine translated, basically. The later ones, apparently, they actually had, you know, actually had like professional or at least fans that did the translations. So apparently the translation's way better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. There's a lot of different franchises in general, so. But, you know, importing is a thing, so thank God for that. A new hamster toy. Use this apple to help your hamster get in shape. I don't know how apple is considered a toy, but you're gonna miss my little guy. Please take good care of him. How's it going well, It's going well, Stuart. Don't worry, he's in good hands. We got a hamster. What's your hamster's name? We'll call him Hammy. Yes. I'm bad with names. Trails of Zero and Trails of Azure are coming to Steam. To Steam? What about the consoles? Okay, little guy. From now on, anywhere I go, you go too. Squeak? Squeak, squeak. Haha, it appears your special talent with animals has earned you a new friend, Luke. I think so too, Professor. Let's play with the mouse. Use your items you picked up to help the sluggish hamster get back to shape. Items at your disposal are shown on the top of the touchscreen. Drag items to the stylus position on the hamster's playground. Hamster notices any items within 3 spaces of his position. Don't react to items 4 spaces or more away, so really think about where to place your items. Tap an item to see the properties it has. Take advantage of the special items of each item to maximize the hamster's workout. Let's place all the items where you want them to have exercise and get the hamster moving. As the hamster interacts with the item, he disappears from the playground. The workout ends when all items are gone or he can't find the next item. Each time the hamster walks the number of steps listed in his goal, you get a little healthier. If you get the hamster to his peak physical condition, something neat will happen. Hooray! Only coming to Steam in the West. Well, hopefully if they release in like on consoles in Asia, like physically, hopefully they'll add the English localization. Because if they have digital versions in any way, well, it depends if they have a digital version. If they have the English digital version, they'll often make it so they're like multi-language. But it depends if they ever release with English localizations, right? Personal training hamster, yep. It's a fat little guy. Goal 8. Well, we don't have enough stuff to even get him to 8. His hamster is his favorite snack. When he comes within 3 spaces of it, he'll walk towards it and ignore all other items around him. Okay, well, we need more.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
He talks. That's it. Hammy walked 3 steps, but wasn't able to reach his goal. Wah, wah. Need more noms. Oh, excuse me. Those veggies come straight from the farm. Can you imagine all the dishes they must have to do? I'm gonna miss my little guy. Let's take good care of him. Don't worry, he's in good hands. 8 coins. This could be a coin in here somewhere. I'm not trying to talk to you. Nope. This guy's hitbox is huge. I'm trying to tap like on the dishes like right here, and it's like interacting with him. Well, I mean, you could do guessing on your own side, but in chat, like, no. I like to solve the puzzles, after all. Like the rest of this train, it's kind of dim and dreary here. If I use a super hint in the game, okay, where's all the hint coins? I found 1 so far. It feels like there should have been 1 on this side somewhere, but... Come on, hint coins. Nope, not trying to talk to you. He's gotta leave at some point, and he's got hint coins around behind him. There's definitely gotta be more hint coins. We only found 1 here. So at least... There's always 3, but... How does none of these things up here have hint coins? Fine, we'll come back later. He'll probably leave at some point. Oh yeah, for sure. There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to use a controller. These people don't interact. Just preparing for great scenery. Come on, hint points. Yep. How did I... Like, touching this guy over here, and it's like... It's like, oh, you want to go into that door. No, I don't. This one. Oh yeah, for RPGs, yeah, no. And for JRPGs, it would just feel natural. Where's the last hint coin? Fine, we'll talk to him. It's like, obviously he's, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm afraid all the seats in our fine establishment are taken right now. What a pity. Indeed it does, sir. But while you wait for a table, may I interest you in a puzzle? Number 7. Wait, did we get number 6? Feels like we missed one. 4 couples sit elbow to elbow in a crowded dining car. All diners are sitting next to each other above or across from their partners. The Joneses are sitting in by the aisle. The mustachioed Mr. O'Connor sits beside his wife. Mr. Lambert sits across from his wife. Using information above, can you determine where Mrs. Hadley is sitting? Circle her and touch submit. Okay, so Miss Hadley would obviously be the one that's left out, right? Playing East with the mouse and keyboard? Yeah, that'd probably be nasty. let's see here. So, Mustachioed Mr. O'Connor sits beside his wife. Alright, so... So who has a mustache? Just this guy, I'm assuming, is Mr. Okay, so they're sitting next to or across from their partners. Okay, so Mr. O'Connor sits beside his wife. So this is Ms. O'Connor here, obviously. So, I'll put O for O'Connor. Mr. Lambert sits across from his wife. Okay, so Joneses are sitting by the aisle. So Joneses would be sitting across from each other. And sitting next to this aisle. So obviously this is the Joneses here. Mr. Lambert is sitting across from his wife. So this is Lambert here. So Ms. Hadley would have to be this one. Sailor Moon. Yeah, thank God there's no Sailor Moon RPGs in North America.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Consider it solved indeed.
Ha! Wonderful.
Wonderful. That's right, since Mustachioed Mr. O'Connor is sitting across from his wife, or beside his wife, both couples on the left must be sitting beside their spouses. This is Mr. Lambert is sitting across from his wife. He must be sitting on the right table. Joneses are sitting next to the aisles. They must be C and G. With everyone else identified, you only have the Hadleys to deal with. They're represented by E and F. Exactly right, sirs. You say nothing but the appetite like a hearty puzzle. Oh, it appears the table has just opened up. Allow me a moment just to tidy it up, and then I'll be happy to escort you to your seats. Great, I'm starving. Oh, good. Our table is finally ready. We'll be just taking our seats then. Madam, please wait a moment. You see, these passengers have been here much longer. Nonsense. You will not hear another word of this. We'll take these people before us. We're insulted. I do apologize, madam. It's simply that these gentlemen arrived before you. I will not be kept waiting. You don't understand. Not a single second. Now out of our way. Madam. I'm spoiled. Talk about pushy. I do apologize, sirs. There's a lovely observation deck on the last car of the train. I suggest you spend a few minutes there while we prepare a new table for you. No need for apologies, my good man. Your job is not an easy one. I'll go on the deck and return in a bit. Professor and Luke decide to go and visit the train's observation deck. Hooray! So did we miss a puzzle? It felt like there was no 6. Yeah, so 5 and 7, so there's gotta be a puzzle somewhere that we need to grab. Sincere apologies, sir. Since the table opens up, I will notify you. Don't spill food. This tablecloth is spotless. Goodness me, no need to look so put out. Don't you know that ladies always go first? Especially ladies of a certain class, like, haha, me. I'm not sure if class is the word she meant to use right there. Where's the other hint coins? I find the last hint coin is always a pain in the ass, isn't it? In any screen, it's always like maybe a pixel. So you hit the wrong pixel. Or it's not like we need all the hint coins. It's not like I'm ever going to use them anyways. Just the completionist me's got to find them all. Sure she doesn't have anything new. Check back in this one. Sure nobody shows up here? No. Anytime there's like a change in story, I always have to recheck the areas to make sure there's no new puzzles that showed up. And Granny Whittleton will get those puzzles that are missed, but it just feels wrong if you don't, like, do them in context of when you're supposed to do them. Do that. Looks like that one's here right now. Let's check back later. Point number 1. Back there. Which one? You can only find like 1 hint coin. This one? She does have kind of weird eyes, doesn't she? Blurring pixely. Well, the one thing, like right now I'm playing on a 3DS. So with DS games on a 3DS, they're actually they're like upscaled, and when they're upscaled, it's not pixel perfect. So you do get a blurrier video setting. Plus the capture device. I have the option of turning on bilinear scaling. If I turn off bilinear scaling, so this is bilinear scaling off, so you can see the text is a little, it's like eh. So usually when I play DS games and they're like full screen, I'll usually put the bilinear scaling on just because it looks a little nicer. If I start the game by holding down select on the 3DS, I can have it pixel perfect on the 3DS, which of course looks a lot nicer, but it's tiny. I get a lot of like black space on the edges, and when you're playing a game that's very touchscreen heavy, where I'm looking at the actual screen itself, that's not very easy to play. When it comes to DS games where like, let's say I don't really need to look at the screen, I just need to use controls, I'll probably be looking at the computer screen instead, in which case, you know, that'd be fine. Like I'll show you once I can save here. I'll show you the differences. Aboard, sirs. May I interest you in refreshing beverage or scrumptious snack? Thank you, but I think we don't need any snacks right now. Of course you don't. And I put my best smile for nothing. Since you got a ritzy dining car on board, most people get their chowie there. Competition like that, it's hard to sell even a cup of tea. I'm so bored. Got a while until my shift ends, so help me pass the time with this puzzle, will you? Wait, the on her face. Well, I mean, it's the art style they're going for, right? It's kind of like that anime mixed with, you know, French, like, cartoon styles. A tasty puzzle for you. Your task is to take the big stack of pancakes on the left plate and move them to the hot plate. It's just the Tower of Hanoi. So we're obviously going to have multiple ones of these with more pancakes. Tower of Hanoi. So we have to put it on the right plate? Okay. Easy peasy.
Let's see if this works.
And of course, once we have like 5 of those, it's not gonna be as easy. Delicious. Solution can be achieved as few as 7 moves. How many moves did it take you? Puzzle is a variant of the famous Tower of Hanoi puzzle, brain teaser invented by a French mathematician over 100 years ago. Alright, so yeah, so let me check out the brain on you, kiddo. So listen, next stop is this dinky little 2-cow village called Dropstone, right? There's like nothing there. I'm sure we wish we could stop somewhere more exciting for a change. I guess that's working a job for you. Sometimes you just have to deal with the crippling boredom. So I'll show you the difference. It's actually quite clear when you're playing the other one. It's just too small on the screen. If I had like a 3DS XL or something like that, but modding a 3DS XL is way harder. Way more expensive if you can even find anybody to mod it. Check for Sailor Moon. It's an Italian release. My god. Yeah, so if I hold down select, start the game. So you'll notice, so you can see, you got those like a lot of like the black borders around here. Alright, so let me turn off the scaling, so that's point scaling. So you'll notice the text is pretty clear, and if I actually have the, if I zoom in, where's my, set the filter for that just in case. There you go. So if you look at the text, it's going to be a lot crisper. But as you saw, like those big black borders, and I imagine the 3DS screen is about the same size as the DS screen, like the bottom screen. But now you take that screen, you shrink it down even more because it's a higher resolution, and it is freaking tiny. But the everything is like a lot crisper, right? So it looks a lot nicer. So like the text, especially if you look at the text compared to before, or it's like kind of blurred because it's not an integer scale, obviously, right? So aren't even unmodded 3DSs. Yeah, like this thing here is worth like I don't know if like I got it modded by Loopy because there was a point maybe a year and a half ago where he had opened like the ability to modding them again, so I jumped on my chance to mod mine. So the original 3DS, it's like just an OG 3DS. He was modding. There's no modding for like new 3DSs and that. So good luck trying to find a new 3DS modded. So I mean, she's still kind of blurry, but that's just the sprite, right? I mean, looking at the text, you can definitely see the difference in text. This is what it would look like on the DS screen. Just it's freaking tiny. But the capture is perfect. Like the capture is nice and crisp. But when you see it blurry, it's not because of the game, or it's not because of the capture. It's because the upscaling. The 3DS is upscaling. And I'm fine playing with this. If I'm playing it off the PC, I'm fine playing with this and looking at the PC when I'm playing a game that doesn't use touchscreen heavily, which most RPGs don't. But when I'm playing a touchscreen heavy game like this, yeah. So, switch back. It's too small. So, a little degradation in quality, I'm fine with. Just to be able to see everything. Go. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked Loopy at all since I got my modded. I'm assuming that I don't know if he's still doing them. Hoping the last time he did them was. I jumped on as soon as I had the chance. So let's see. Yeah, so he's currently not doing them at the moment. So I don't know when the last time he did them was. So either way, like having a modded 3DS is like it's like gold. Oops. That skilly. And then you're back on. And it looks like they're still doing restock on them. So it looks like it's still happening. Yeah, so I mean, last update on his website, at least in his forum, is showing like July, beginning of July. He's still getting some, waiting for some restock. So it looks like he's still doing it. So it's probably not as uncommon, but I mean, it's not a cheap service to have done either. Plus, you need to have an OG. You need to have an OG 3DS, and it's not cheap to install this thing in there. So definitely not common either way. But considering how many DS and 3DS games I have to get through, hey, it's definitely worth the money. I much prefer playing on the real system than, emulation. Especially when it comes to touchscreen heavy games. Did I find 2 coins or 1 coin? I feel like I've only found 1 coin in this one so far. Bugs the hell out of me. Nope. Hitboxes are... It's like I'm hitting, like... It's like a little closer, like 1 pixel closer from where I was clicking, and it's like, bam, you hit the box. You hit that, the door. Fine. Move on. First try. Love finding hidden coin like on the first thing. Two. There's number 3. It's gonna be over here. No. Tip it. Oh, it's Granny Riddleton Shack. Nope. Back there. My, what a lovely deck. Wow, this is the best. This breeze feels great. Indeed, and the scenery is simply breathtaking. Luke. Look, Luke, you can even see a lake over there. The sky's so blue, and just look at those trees fly by. Now that's what I call a view. It's quite amazing, Luke. Goodness, all this talk of pristine scenery reminds me of a puzzle I heard once. Why don't you try it? 11. Man, these numbers are all over the place. Forest below contains 4 types of trees. Use your stylus to draw dividers in the forest so that you form 4 different sections. These sections should contain at least 1 type of each tree. And all the trees must be connected either horizontally or vertically, but not diagonally. Right. You have your answer. Touch submit. Alright, it's 1 type of each tree. So we got pine. So let's divide any trees that are the same, because obviously they're not going to be touching each other. This one here, this one here. Alright, so we split off every tree that's touching each other. Okay, so from here... Now let's see, this one has to go down here, which means we have to have this here. Where do we? We can have like this, and then like this. Like this. That would work too. But then this would be like this, so that wouldn't work. So this has to be like this, and this one has to be like this. So this one over here. Oops. I guess we have to draw the outside too, I'm guessing. No? Okay. So the outside doesn't have to be drawn. So this. So these two. Let's get this here. So these two, and then can either go down like this. So you can't erase on this one. Or we can either do this or we can do this. Right, because there's no other one of those. So anyway, you look at it, this one here is part of that. Now if we go this, if we go this way here, then, well, we're stuck here because this one can't, so. But, it's gonna be a problem though. Because if we do this, then this one here, where do we go from there, right? So this one has to go like, wait, no. This has to be like this here. No, that doesn't make sense either. Okay, I think I screwed this up here. Because it could be square like this here. Like, it doesn't mean like it has to be, yeah. So I mean these four here could be combined, for example. So this one, I mean, has to go up. Then we need a pine tree. There's no other pine tree nearby other than this one, so this has to be part of this combo here. And we need one of these trees here. So this has to be a thing here, no matter what. Oops. So that has to be a thing. And then this one here would obviously be combined with this one. And again, the closest one of these would be the only one that's accessible is this one here. So now the question is, it would be the top one or the bottom one? If it's the top one, then we'd have this here, which would work. If it's the bottom one, then we're stuck. So yeah, so it has to be the top one. So this, like this, which means this, like this, and that's good. All right. Sure, I'm not missing anything. All right, submit.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
Very nice. Now take a moment to admire the gorgeous scenery. That's exactly it. Well done. Oh, did you expect any less, Professor? Heh. Wow, it feels so nice out here. I almost forgot we were supposed to be searching for the Elysian Box. Can't say I blame you, Luke. That box led the Doctor to his death. Come what may, I will solve this mystery. Of course. Choosing the force, now your puzzle index. I think we have finally a grasp for this train's layout. I think it's high time again, proper investigation. Okay, Professor, let's get to it. Professor and Luke decide to continue their investigation of the train. Wait, there's nothing up here? I totally think that light should have been a pink coin. 2. Yep. Nice observation check. Strategy does command an impressive view. No. Click on the background. So he's gonna be right here somewhere. No. Feels like there should be one up here somewhere. The other two are at the bottom. Shut up, Luke. I'm trying to find hint coins. It's so annoying when you're trying to find hint coins that you just keep getting a conversation thing over and over. Cable. I don't see any of the hint coins. I don't see number 3. Fine. With the puzzle. Look at that. Someone's left rubbish on the deck here. Believe that? Some people have the worst manners. Listen here, Luke. True gentleman cleans up after himself, and others should the need arise. We say we take care of this mess. "45 bigger rats." Oh god, slider puzzles. Ugh. My arch nemesis. Put the garbage into the trash where it belongs. Use your slider to move the blocks obstructing your path, and slide the clump of garbage all the way into the can at the bottom of the screen. Damn it. It's not helping me. Damn it. Alright, get those big ones out of the way. There we go. You replace this one here with 2 green ones. Easier said than done. God damn, I hate slider ones. Let's see. I need to move that top one out of here, but like, how did we get this one out of here? I should be able to get this one back in. There we go. Alright, now that's better. Now we should be able to do it. should be able to do this. Pain in the ass, frickin' hell.
Consider this
This
puzzle
is
solved.
like the easiest slider one in the game. It's the first one we ran into. Imagine the
And
later
there we
ones in
have
this
it.
game. Freaking slider puzzles. How's it going on, Santa? Slider puzzles are the worst. Ah, speaking of Spanish, if you really know how to do it, you can complete this puzzle in 29 moves, or 290 moves, whichever game comes first. Don't forget, trash belongs in the trash can, not on the street. Thank God they don't, like, reduce your pick and points depending on how many moves you do it. Imagine that. You divide your total by 29 points, and there's your pick and points. Yeah, now there's no trash coloring up that amazing view. Wonderful. Kim, isn't it? Keeping up a place really brightens it up. No, that girl, yeah. That's the nice thing about Layton games in general. Like, you can take as much time as you want to do things. There's never a time limit. Slider puzzles, you never have like a turn limit. It's usually the big word ones are the ones that are trickiest. The ones where it's like you have to make assumptions, or the trick questions, obviously. Those ones can be tricky. No, exactly. It just feels bad, right? I mean, you definitely get more than enough Picarants to like unlock all the stuff. Plus, you have those. Well, I'm trying to remember if the weekly puzzles give you a Picarant. You can find out. How many weekly puzzles is there actually? That's quite a few. Trash day. Oh god, is this another... This is a slider puzzle. We're noping it out of there right away. Oh god. Of course it's another friggin' slider puzzle. Didn't say it was worth Picarants, so I don't think you get Picarants for these ones. Well, since we're fresh out of a slider one, we might as well do another one. Nothing help much. So much worse. Let's do this first. Yeah, it's nothing more complicated with these like red ones, sideway ones. I mean, really, you just make this act like the solid one that was in the previous puzzle. You can still do it the same number of things, right? Just move these two together and bam, you got another yellow one. And we got the exact same number of squares or things we had in the previous one. Doing much here. We're past 29 moves yet. There we go.
Let's see if this works.
No
Piece
pig
of
rats.
cake.
Alright, so that answers that question. So you can't get any pig rats from the weekly puzzle. And technically that one was possibly easier. I don't know, maybe there's other stuff you can do that makes it even faster. Don't have any Layton challenges yet. Don't have enough bonus ones. Less than 20 movies. Less than 20 movies, yeah, probably, right? Generally, they don't give you any sort of context like that in the, they don't give you any sort of details in the downloaded ones. It's just like, here's the clue, here's the thing, that's it. You don't get any sort of like, yeah, that's amazing, but you could do it in 20 moves or less. No, they don't give you any of that. And they're generally just different variations of the stuff you do in the actual game. I mean, they probably use the same assets for the most part if they can. This is today's ring-themed adventure and only managed one stage after 3 days straight of multiple stages. Oh yeah? Oh. Take care of your ankles, don't you want to break something? Might have like some ankle spurs or whatever. See, Professor, does that little shack over there seem familiar to you? Indeed, unless I'm mistaken, it must be the residence of you-know-who. I have a feeling she'll be a great help to us again. This is one of those rooms that can fly. Where's my hint coins? That I'll never use. I haven't found one in this room. What the hell? I don't think I've seen any hint coins in these lamps in the rooms yet. So we can't actually go into the house in any way. Not surprised, because at this point we wouldn't have any missed puzzles, any missable puzzles. Yeah, I don't think there's any hint coins in this room, which is weird. I'm sure I would have seen at least one by now. Yeah, there's no way I would have missed, like, potentially 3 hint coins exploring this room. There's none here. The latest trailer was Shin Megami Tensei 5. Remake of Shin Megami Tensei 3 made a lot of sense. Well, I mean, they want to get some hype for like number 5, right? The best way of doing that is re-releasing one of the previous ones where people are like, "Hey, let's see what this SMT thing is about," and then scare them away because it's SMT 3, which is supposed to be is known as a brutal game. Some aesthetic, yeah. It's kind of like Persona 4 Golden. They released the PC version after, you know, they released the Persona 5, right?
There's nothing like travel by rail to put a spring in your step.
This guy looks trustworthy.
I couldn't agree more. And there's no better way to do it than on a train as fine as yours, Mr. Beluga.
Mr. Beluga.
So you know my name, do you?
But of course, this train and its owner have quite a reputation in London. I've seen your face in the papers more than a few times.
Oh, is that so now? I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't say I know you as well as you seem to know me.
The name is Herschel Layton. I'm a professor of archaeology by trade, but a train enthusiast on the side. I've heard tales of this train's grandeur, so I decided it was time to experience it firsthand.
Professor Layton is a Japanese train otaku.
Well, isn't that something? It certainly is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Layton, was it? Oh my, just look at how late it's gotten. I really have to run. Do enjoy your time aboard.
That guy totally doesn't look suspicious in any way. Nope. We head back to the dining car now, Luke. I've worked up quite the appetite. This is the dining car a second time. Thanks, narrator. Any new puzzles? Nope, no new puzzles. Still can't go in here. Welcome back, sirs. My deepest apologies for the long wait. Let me show you to your seats. Oh, right, it's finally time to eat. My sentiments exactly. Wow, look at all these choices. It's enough to make my head spin. Oh, look over there. There's some sort of commotion going on. We call this haute cuisine. I call it slop. You're saying we actually serve this to our customers? I'll remake it right away, sir. Feh, get that mess out of my sight this instant. Of course, I'm very sorry to have displeased you so. And another thing, look at these vases and that picture. Utterly tacky. Replace them immediately. But sir, that piece is a quintessential work by the world-renowned... I don't care if it's the Queen of England who painted it. Replace it and be quick about it. Yes, sir. I'll start making the arrangements at once. Hey, it's that man we saw earlier. I don't think he'd ever seen anybody so bossy and loud. That'd be Mr. Beluga, I believe. It's too bad the picture wasn't to his taste. I think it's marvelous. And speaking of pictures, Luke, I have a puzzle for you. Not Professor Layton, always with the puzzles. A work of art. Drawing below is made of curved lines that intersect to create sections. If you want to color the entire canvas on one of these puzzles, no section touches the side of a section of the same color. What's the fewest number of colors you can use? It's usually 3. Use the color as many times as you want, as long as it doesn't touch the area of the same color. Probably 3. Let's see. So let's say we have color 1, 2, 3. This one could be 2. This one could be 2, 3. 2. This 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This one's gonna be 3. This could be 3. This could be 1. This could be 1 here. This one could be 3. 3. 1. 2. Or 3. Is it 1? Well, let's make that 3. 1, 3, this has to be 2. This could be 3. This could be a 3. This could be a 2. So that's a 1, 3. 1, 3, 2. Alright, so 3. Is there any of these that touch? 1, 2, 2, 2. 3, 2. No, this one's not touch. Yeah, so 3. Most of these puzzles are usually 3. It's usually what it is. Like, here's 3 colors, make them work. 3. That was like a second spot.
Just leave it to me.
Would have been better if they like gave you some colors instead of like use the memo to try to draw on a tiny screen. 3 colors fill in the drawing. Most of the drawing can be done in 2 colors, but one pesky area in the corner, lower left corner, requires the 3rd color to complete. Effortlessly solved, Luke. Try a puzzle like that in a lovely meal. I could use a break. Let's head back to our room. Oh there, sorry to interrupt your game, and something important you should know. Yes, I know about Granny Littleton's shack. Does this imply we've already, like, lost some puzzles? To Granny Littleton's shack. Okay, then here's the first set of puzzles to be sent to the shack. No appears appear in the next screen. It means there's no unsolved puzzles to be sent right now. Hey, we missed none. Yay. It feels like the numbering sequence is completely whacked out in this one, though. Like, generally you get the puzzles in a fairly sequential order. Like, you know, you talk to NPCs and you're going to get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's like, here's 17, here's 29, here's 4. It's like, what? Usually you'll have like hidden puzzles where like you touch like a lamp or something like that, and then you get a puzzle. Like those ones are usually coming in a different numbering sequence, but generally talking to NPCs should give you a fairly consistent numbering sequence. But we did find 6, so I didn't realize it was 6. Let's see, we have up to, so we had 5 up to before we even entered here. So we got 6, 7, then like 10, 11, and then 17, then 22, and then 23, 24. It's lots to find. There's another one now. Thank you for your patronage, sirs. I hope your cuisine was to your liking. Oh yes, both the variety and the execution were excellent. Honors, sir. Professional servers such as myself have lived by words like those. A fan of diverse menus, perhaps you should enjoy this puzzle, sir. Luke's big dinner. Oh, Luke. Are you sure you can really eat all of that? You've put in quite an order there. No sweat, Professor. I'll clean my plate and still have room for more. It's no wonder the Professor is concerned, as Luke's order cost twice what the Professor's did. Well, you can see all the items that Luke and Professor Layton ordered, as well as the price of each item. Touch the price for each of the items that are part of Luke's order. Okay, so... No, I'm assuming that, you know, Professor and Luke are gonna each have, like, one drink. It's like, Luke didn't have 2 drinks or something, but let's see. So let's assume... So let's say L and... L for Layton, L for Luke. P for the Professor, and L for Luke. Okay. So let's say we have 8... Well, here... Let's just add them all up first. So we have 20 plus 37, 43 plus 32, right? Which gives us 95. So 95 is the total. I'm doing that right. So we have 95. Divide that by 3. That should be... Wait, 95 is not divisible by 3. Because Luke's order cost twice the Professor's did. I mean, this Professor should be 1/3 of the cost, right? Did I do some math wrong here? So we have 20... $37... 40... It's 43, right? 43... 30... Oh, I think I put 30 here. It was like 40... Yes, 42, not 32. Yep. Okay. So we got 105. So 105 divided by 3. That'd be 35, right? 35 each. So Luke got 70 and Professor Layton got 35. So Professor Layton's has to be 35 in total. So anything that's not part of 35 would be Luke's order. So what adds to 35? So let's say this drink. Just assuming that the Professor's going to take a... It's going to take this. So you're looking at 28... Or 27, sorry. It's 27... Which could be this and this. So the Professor can have this, this, and this. So everything else will be Luke's. Right? Does that add up? 10, 27, 35. Yeah, that's what it is. And so we're trapping the ones that are part of Luke's order.
This should do the trick. Ha! Wonderful.
Math. Good work. If you calculate the total tab, you see that the meal costs 105 pounds. Knowing the total, Luke's must have ordered 70 pounds worth of food and Professor 35. Once you got these numbers, the rest is easy. Are you sure you didn't order too much? Nope. This stew's great, and this steak's chump. It's great too. Well then, heat up, I suppose. Luke's just breaking the bank. Luke's a growing boy. He needs lots of food. It'd be funny if the fancy drink was the Professor's. Goodness, you must possess quite an intellect to solve a puzzle like that so easily. Now, as we have some time until our next destination, I invite you to sit back and enjoy the ride. No doubt about it, the Military Express is the last word in luxury. Even the crystal is first rate. I say, look at this glass. Yes, its etching is quite impressive. Now, speaking of glasses, have you heard of this one, Luke? 9 stacked glasses. The owner of a 4-star restaurant assigned a young waiter the task of stacking glasses in a decorative way. Eager to please, the young waiter immediately draws 5 separate designs and shows them to the owner. The owner takes one glance at the designs and, with a look of irritation, turns to the boy and cries, "This design's preposterous. What were you thinking?" Which of these 5 designs is the owner talking about? Let's see. Well, D, obviously, because you would never have a glass, like, do this here. Because, of course, the glasses aren't, you know, they're not just, like, triangles here. It would be like, you know, an actual glass. So you'd never be able to slip an actual glass inside of another actual glass.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Exactly right. The restaurant owner is talking about sketch D. If you look closely, you can see that the first and second row of glasses can possibly be arranged in the manner depicted. A simple 2D sketch didn't take into account the rim of the glasses. Nicely done, Luke. Now let's move away from the glass, shall we? That'll be too easy to break it. This crystal really is exceptionally fine. Let's take care not to break it. Probably has a new puzzle. Phew, that's bad, even from Mr. Beluga. You mean he always fills up with you like that? Well, you know me. Someone else in the staff, the boss could really be hard to please. That's awful. You guys shouldn't put up with him bullying you like that. Well, the boss does have a point. After all, you made this railway what it is. He always says that a first-class train deserves a first-class atmosphere. Heck, even the plates we use in the dining car are special order. Workmanship is amazing. Check out the detail in the back. On your plate. The plate in the front of you bears a mark made up of 2 nesting equilateral triangles. Can you puzzle how many times bigger the smaller triangle is compared to the... or large triangle is compared to the smaller one? Let's see. So we get a triangle, we get a circle, inscribed circle. So it's equilateral triangles. So the diameter of that circle, C. So we took this here, let's split this up into like, maybe like 4 times, right? Because, I mean, if you rotate that triangle, rotate it like 180 degrees, it would be like this here. So then Yeah, it'd be 4 times. Because then this side here would be the same side as this and this, because it's equilateral triangle. And then we have a Triforce. An upside down Triforce. So, yeah, 4 times. Four times bigger large triangle is 4.
Just leave it to me.
Ian Sage, Professor Layton's one of your favorite franchises of all times. I know.
Apprentice strikes again.
It's a great franchise. They throw they often throw some like weird like word puzzle ones in there, which you have to like assume certain things, and of course if you don't assume things that you do, you screw up. So those ones are a little trickier, but it's right. Think of them. To flip the little triangle around as shown, it should only take a moment to realize the 4 triangles, a smaller triangle will fit in a larger one. That's exactly what we did. Gosh, you really got an eye for this kind of thing. What exactly do you think of Mr. Beluga doesn't like about these plates? Got me there. I guess rich people are just fickle. Anything else in here? No secret puzzles that spawned. Must find all the secret puzzles. Let's go eating spaghetti. I still think I only found 1 hint coin in this room here, but finish the last one in 3DS. But you have not finished the last one in 3DS? So after 5 games, finally got fed up trying to play a handheld system co-op with your wife. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, well, I mean, they got rid. I mean, at this point, the dude who was like who was the main like puzzle designer on the Professor Layton games is like passed away now. So it's probably never going to be an actual like Layton game anymore. So yeah, the Catriel one is just has like a post-death thing. Yeah, I forget when he passed away. What's his name? Let's see. His name is... Akira Tago. He passed away, yeah, in 2016, March 2016, so. And when did Catriel come out? Oh, he was, 90, so yeah. He died of old age. I mean, he died of probably something you die of at 90 years old, you know what I mean? So dude was ancient. He was like definitely like a puzzle master, right? Back in the day. So dude was probably making puzzles for like a long time in Japan. It was like usually puzzle books, that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, he was known as like, you know, kind of a big puzzle guy in Japan, so. And when was Catriel? Let's see. Catriel. Catriel. Catriel's Odyssey came out in 2017, so yeah, shortly after his death. I don't know if he had any sort of input into the puzzles, or like if his health was failing when they were making it, and, you know, obviously didn't have like any of his puzzles kind of thing. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, for some reason I thought Catriel was his niece. Catriel is his daughter, so yeah. So Catriel is definitely So yeah, so any more like Layton games at this point aren't gonna feature any of his puzzles. I mean, it's not like they can't make puzzles similar to those. It's just, you know, they obviously kind of went away from Layton. I mean, last Layton game is, yeah, the Azran Legacy, which is a friggin' expensive one to find. I'm still trying to find one at a decent price, but the prices have gone up to crazy amounts at this point. Unless you count the crossover one with Phoenix Wright, which came out afterwards, but yeah, that's the thing with Layton games, right? The story is, I mean, you can just play a collection of puzzle games is one thing, but it's the story that puts them together and the characters and all that. Sounds good, Professor. But the puzzles also give it charm. It's because the stylistic kind of puzzles. What do we have here? My boy, my sweet little boy, you gotta do something this instant. Oh, search the entire train. Madam, please calm down so I can understand the situation. Oh, Inspector Chumley, I have no idea you're on board. If it isn't Mr. Layton, what are the chances, eh? Well, enough small talk. I have other matters to attend to you. Namely, a missing boy. Yeah, it's not her boy, it's obviously a cat. Seems this woman's child has gotten off to somewhere. I don't suppose you've seen him around? No, I don't believe I've seen any young boys. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, obviously, the games take a while to make, considering, you know, it's a World of Craft and a whole bunch of puzzles, so they're not popping them out, you know, yearly or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a franchise that just kind of petered away. Didn't go out of the bang, and didn't suddenly like just. I mean, I don't know how well the last game sold on the 3DS, considering it's obviously very uncommon considering the price. So, I mean, it probably petered out more than anything. It's not, there probably wasn't as much interest, I guess. I don't know. I definitely enjoyed them back in the day, but which is why I'm doing Laytonology, obviously. The little boy wandered off, and he hasn't returned yet. I'm simply at wit's end worrying about him. Gentlemen, I demand you drop whatever it is and help me find my boy. It's been going on like this from the moment you walked in. I understand your concern, madam. My friend and I will be glad to lend you a hand in our search. We'll have the best chance of recovering your boy if we set out searching immediately. Yes, that's exactly what I had just said. I'll go find my boy already. Tell him his mommy is worried about him. Seems only the clothes we have to go on are his shoe the tyke left behind, and his name Tom. Tried to squeeze more details from the woman, but it's useless. She just keeps demanding I search the entire train. That's a tiny shoe. It's almost small enough for a cat's foot. This is one of Tom's shoes. It's positively tiny, isn't it? Tiny Tom. Yes, I find it quite curious myself, Luke. What's strange is that I don't think most children with feet that size even walk yet. And the first time she mentioned her boy, it's like, yeah, it's obviously a cat. Tom's shoe. Find items you pick up in the professor's trunk. Regarding Military Express, Babette's little... that's her name, Babette. Little boy Tom managed to disappear. If the shoe left behind is any indication, Tom must be a very young child. Where could a child that small have wandered off to on his own? It could be a dog. Maybe it's a dog. Probably a cat, though. Well, certainly a surprise to see you on board, Inspector. May I ask you what brings you here? During the investigation, we stumbled upon the late Doctor's diary. This pages detail the Doctor's final days, which led me to this train. Since this investigation is none of your business, that's all I can tell you, Mr. Layton. Besides, right now, finding that lost child is my top priority. However, since all I have to go on is a shoe and a name, this search will be an uphill battle. Luke and I will be glad to offer assistance in the matter. Oh, I'm sure you would. I've heard about you, Layton. You got quite a reputation for poking your noses in other people's business. But before I let you in on the case, show me your famous powers of deduction by solving this puzzle. 20. A shoe store thief. A woman in a shoe store pays for a pair of $30 shoes with a $50 bill. The clerk doesn't have a change. She goes to the shop next door to break the $50 bill. Then gives the woman her change. A while later, the clerk next door comes into the shoe store complaining the bill she got from the clerk was counterfeit. The mortified shoe clerk gives the other shopkeeper a $50 bill of his own apology. Both the woman with the fake bill and the shoes she took are gone. In total, how much did the shoe store clerk lose in dollars? I mean, he lost $30, right? Hey, Sao, how's it going? Because if he... So she gave him $50. He gave her... $20 change. He gave her like a real $20. Oh, maybe $50. Because he gave her like... Well, okay, how much did the shoe store lose in dollars? Now, I don't know if this is counting the actual value of the shoes, right? You pre-order the new Attorney game? No, I might pick that one up. I'm a fan of the Professor Layton or the Ace Attorney games as well. Not something I'd probably stream compared to the Layton ones. You know, if I run out of Layton games, because those games are definitely like very wordy. But I'll probably have to pick that one up. Streamed earlier this year. Wow, must have been your voice must have been, unless you didn't voice the dialogue. I remember Hippolito there playing the first one, and he did not like it. Yeah, in Spain, not for much longer. Very strong voice, yeah. My voice, I mean, you can probably hear it a little bit in my voice there. After Dave speaking, it's like, it's crazy. So how much does the shoe store lose in dollars? So I'm assuming they're including the value of the shoes here. So he gets $50 from the woman, fake $50. He gives her like $30 in shoes and $20 in change. All right. So he went to the other clerk and gave her $50, which he then got like $50 in change. So he got $30 plus $20. And then when she, you know, so the $30 he keeps himself. So he only gave $20 to that woman. And then she's like, hey, you gave me a counterfeit. So he gave her $50. So technically he gave her the $30 back plus $20 out of his pocket. So really he gives her an additional $20 above and beyond what he took in change. So $20 plus the $50 he gave to that woman. Right, so it would be $70 in total. Let's see here. Nice. Very cool. So I've been doing this right here. Because he definitely gives her $50 worth of stuff. So gives her $30 of shoes plus $20 change, cash. And at that point, who would have broken even if, you know, it was actually $50? To her, he gives $50 of cash, because that was a fake one. But he had $30 of cash from that original $50, plus $20 more out of his pocket, technically, which gives her $50. So probably $70 in total. Yeah. Just trying to think if I'm screwing this up. Because let's say he just traded this woman. Like, let's say he took, you know, he had $50 in change to begin with, and he didn't go through the other clerk. He would have lost $50 because, I mean, it's a counterfeit $50 bill. But because he kind of pays her an additional as like an anthology kind of thing. Yeah, $70. I'm going 70.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Nope. Ah, screwed up.
Well, I
If I was
suppose
just
we
handed you.
can't win them all.
Could be just $50 then. Miles Edgeworth game. What about the Ace Attorney? No, no hints. I'll figure it out by the way. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so now I don't know if see the tricky part here is the thing at the end. In total, how much did the shoe store clerk lose in dollars? Now I don't know if they're counting the value of the shoes. That's the thing here. Because he didn't. I mean, he didn't. The shoes have value, but he didn't. Those aren't like. It's not like cash that he's losing, right? Let's see. So he starts off with like, you know, $30. He has $30 shoes. Now she comes in, it's like, here's $50. So he's selling her the shoes for $50. It's like, all right, well, I don't have change. Let me go trade that. So at this point, 50 is even trade for 50. So now she's got the counterfeit 50. He's got $50 in like, you know, actual change. So he goes to her. It's like, all right, here's your shoes and $20 in change. So now she has like $50 worth of value, and he's got $30 remaining from that change. So he you know, he sold like $30 worth of shoes, and but for some reason I'm thinking $60 because I mean he didn't make $60. So he has $30 remaining. Yeah, well, sorry, $30 was the cash he technically got for the shoes in the end. So then she comes back, it's like, hey, this is fake, so here, let me give you $50. So he gives her $50. So now he gives her an additional $20, plus he's technically like out the, yeah, I guess he's only out the $30. So he lost that, so he's down to negative 20. So he started off at 0 with $30 shoes. Like he had the value of $30 shoes. And now he's at minus 20. So he's only lost $50 then. Yeah, so he only lost $50.
This should do the trick.
You could do it for Friday. Yeah, I had to take a little break.
Wonderful.
With the ArcLad games there being so long. I finished ArcLad 2, which is like 91 hours. It's like before I start number 3, and especially since we're going from ArcLad 3 into another tactical RPG, it's like I need a break. So I decided to resurrect like a little challenge or a little side project I did a little while back, Laytonology. So we're playing the second game of Laytonology now. The RPGs forever, yeah. Shoes customer made off, cost $30. And change the store clerk, cost him $20. So bring shoes, clerk still lost $50. Yeah. Since you're famous and entirely undeserved. Nevertheless, this is my case. I'll be searching for Tom alone. Search your own, if you like. Don't get your hopes up. Alright, time's at midnight. Alright, let's make a save here. I think I'm gonna have to call it there for tonight. I do have some stuff I need to do tomorrow morning. I'm getting my second shot, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Hopefully, get my second shot tomorrow morning there. So tomorrow I should be on again, but I'll be on probably a little bit later, like maybe 1 o'clock, and we'll play some more of this if the second COVID vaccine there. So we'll see how I feel. I'm sure I'm probably gonna be fine for a little bit at the beginning, but we'll see how crappy I feel towards the end. So it might be a shorter stream tomorrow, depending how I feel. The first shot I was fine, just other than a sore arm, but I hear the second shot's always nasty. Second shot wasn't too bad. Yeah, every person's different, but for me, I didn't really have any effect from the first shot, so... But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But definitely have to go out there tonight. So let's stop the timer there. Timer stopped, yeah. And yeah. Americans all get Pfizer. I mean, there's more than Pfizer. I mean, I got the Moderna the first time. It's either Pfizer or Moderna generally. No, I'm not too worried about it. Like, if it's anything like the first one, I probably won't feel any effects till like later that night, anyways. So we'll see. But anyways, it's that cool little. Definitely a nice game. These ones here. It's nice to finish Arclad 2 at least. So Arclad 2 is finally done. we can say goodbye to that one. But I mean, Arclad 3 obviously will start after this game. This one's probably gonna take a couple streams, I imagine. It was like 20 something hours for the first one, so it was kind of cool. What kind of games do I have? I don't even know what kind of games I have in here. Got Shantae, Ray Shantae. Yeah, there's Ketrel's. I did purchase that one at some point, so I have that one. There's Azran Odyssey Legacy. That was one I bought digitally. Trying to get a physical copy of that game though, hell no. I do have a digital version, so if all else fails. Fan Gamer. New merch on Layton? I'll take a look. Layton merch. Of course, my 3DS is modded, because of course... Whatever happened to my Ambassador games? I had like the Ambassador... I guess I'd probably have to re-download them. Elysian Odyssey. Bum, bum, bum. That's from the Abyss? Yeah. Plants vs. Zombies. Okay, watch. I don't know where I even have this one on there. Theater Rhythm, of course. Gotta play some Theater Rhythm. We'll do that next time. Alright, so yeah, so back on tomorrow, and depending on how it feels, probably a little later, maybe either 12:30, 1 o'clock or so. And we'll go from there. So have a great night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Let's see if we can host up here. Should be somebody online. Who is online? What are they playing? Anything cool? Let's see. I got Sharpie on playing some Battle Arena Toshiden. So he must have just started streams. We'll raid Sharpie up and we'll go from there. So meantime, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the end of Arclad 2 and a little bit of Laytonology. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for more. So have a great night, everybody. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.